Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 28th to September 3rd. This is for Libra Sun and Libra Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Cultic Cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Libra, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here, one-on-one. Rather than a general spread. Lastly, Libra, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So, Libra, this is a week. Listen, here's the thing. Let's get this clear. I'm gonna talk to you for a second. All right? Can we talk for a second? Let's do this, Libra. If you find yourself in your head this week, I want you to unroot things. I want you to be able to face fears and overcome them, anxiety, stress. This is going to be a big week for you, okay? And I want you to come out being the better person in any situation. I want you to come out being a better version of yourself. This is going to be one of those weeks, and I want you to be prepared, okay? First thing that's happening is that the sun is going to oppose Saturn. That actually happened over the weekend, but it's a strong aspect, okay? And remember, it's always just a peak. It's a peak that happens. It happened over the weekend, and so we will feel it for the first half of the week. All right. Now, the sun, as we know, is in Virgo. We are in Virgo season. And this is why I said what I said before, because that is your 12th house of the subconscious. Okay. The subconscious, dreams, intuition, facing fears, okay? There's even self-sabotage energy in the 12th house. Now, the subconscious is where we store our memories. It's where fear and anxiety and all those things, they live there. So you may be pretty cerebral this week, especially because not only are we in Virgo season, Mercury is retrograde in Virgo. I did those, little spreads for every sign, but it is going to be a time where you may have to face some things that you need to face, and then you can just Harry Potter it and keep on trucking, right? Toward on your path to enlightenment. Now, the other thing is, remember I said the sun is opposing Saturn? Well, Saturn happens to be in your 6th house right now. Okay, so that is everyday activities, that's routines, habits, but also work-related. There's work stuff, labor, which is everyday activities, health matters, okay? So there could be a lot of pressure around this time, a lot of just a little a lot going on, okay? Now, remember, it's all about unrooting things, and I'm going to tell you why in a second before we even get there. Libra, you know what's happening. I don't even have to tell you what's happening. Mars is in your sign now. As of Monday, Mars moves into Libra all the way through October, okay? Now, if you remember, every planet this week is retrograde, okay? Uranus is going retrograde on the 28th. And so every planet other than Mars is retrograde. So Mars is blazing forward. Now, if you saw my reading last week, I said that Mars doesn't like being in Libra, okay? Mars is in detriment in Libra. And so it's not a bad thing. But what I want you to know is that Mars is the ruling planet for Aries. Where did Aries come from? The god of war. Mars is aggressive. Libra is all about peace and harmony. And so do the math, okay? So a little bit of war and peace going on, but you use it to your advantage. Now, Mars is in your sign, okay? So there is going to be a sense of you really stepping up now. Really stepping up, putting your foot on the ground, pedal maybe, put your foot on the pedal to the metal, really getting to be confident in who you are. A lot of activity in terms of self-worth, self-confidence, identity, Who am I? You're going to be asking the big questions, basically. And you are going to be really taking charge, okay, of your destiny at this point. The first house also rules body. So you could be thinking about making changes physically. Remember that I did say that all Saturn is in Pisces in your sixth house, which does rule health. So there could be some of y'all maybe thinking about doing different exercise routines, or even changing up your diet. Maybe you're a yoga person, you now want to do Pilates. Either way, gonna be some changes, okay? There's gonna be some changes, big changes, especially because Jupiter and Uranus are in your 8th house of transformation, death, and rebirth. It's a big thing, okay? Relationships is a big thing for y'all right now too. Really big thing for y'all, right? So keep that in mind. Now, on the 30th, the biggest thing this week is a full moon in Pisces. So remember, the sun opposing Saturn, we're still feeling it at this time. So it's an interesting full moon in Pisces, and it is Neptune is also in Pisces. Neptune is very active, but Neptune is opposing Mars and Mercury at this point as well. So this is pretty significant full moon. That's why I'm going to pull a lot of clarifiers for you, Libra. All right. The other thing is that, remember how I said Saturn is in Pisces, Neptune is in Pisces, the full moon is in Pisces. A lot of activity in Pisces, your 6th house of everyday activities. Full moons tend traditionally bring conclusion, wrap things up. Okay. So it looks like there's going to be something that's coming to an end. It can be even like a habit or a routine. There could be something that you want to come to an end, something that you're manifesting for something new to begin. Okay? Keep that in mind. It's a very spiritually active full moon. It is in Pisces, the most psychic sign, but Pisces does rule the 12th house. All right? And remember what I said, Mercury in Virgo, the sun in Virgo in your 12th house. So you're definitely going to really feel it. You're definitely going to really feel this. So Libra, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of August 28th to September 3rd. Again, this is for Libra Sun and Libra Rising. If you know your birth chart, feel free to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements. And, I would recommend moon if you're Libra moon, okay? Because it's, obviously the full moon in Pisces, and it is going to be a big one. It is the second full moon of the month. It's a blue moon. All right. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get started, Libra. Let's see what's going on for you for August 28th to September 3rd. Now, Libra, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really brings the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Libra, you're amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Y'all, come on. Give it up for Libras. Y'all bring all that balance in this world. I really love it. Libra, listen. Your life is changing, okay? Now, if you're a subscriber, you know that I try to avoid using that term. It is so dramatic. Yep. Your life is changing. Let's get started. You got the Magician. Now, this is great news because it's what you wanted. You wanted change. You wanted power. You wanted power to manifest the things that you want in your life. You wanted control of your destiny. You really wanted that because, hey, if you remember your last week's reading, it was your biggest hope. And now it's in your past. So things have changed for you, okay? Libra, things have changed for you. Especially because when you think about that new moon in Leo we had 2 weeks ago, it was in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes. New moons bring new beginnings, new opportunities. Now, here's the thing. With the fact that all these planets are retrograde, okay? You may not feel it or see it right away. It's happening behind the scenes, all right? And things that you want may be happening a lot slower than you had wanted. Still happening, okay? Still happening. The Magician, the power to manifest anything you want. This is a pivotal week. This is a pivotal week. And I'll explain why in September. Okay, September is it's a very different month from August, but considering what's been happening from July to now, even back to June, from June to now, big changes, okay, really big changes. So I'm not surprised the Magician came up in your past. All right, so something new should have been brewing, or can still be brewing in your life right now. It brought us to the Eight of Pentacles. I love this. All right, this is in the heart of your spread. You're really working hard. You are laser focused. You really know what you want. It's really going for it now. Really going for it now. Remember, I said Mars is in your first house. And by the way, keep this in mind. Two things I want you to keep in mind. Saturn, again, in Pisces is a big thing, okay? Sun opposing Saturn is a big thing. I want you to remember what I said. Be the bigger person in the situation if something comes up. Saturn is a planet. It's a taskmaster planet. It's a malefic. It's testing us. Always testing us. It's the planet of hard knocks, all right? I've been saying it in other signs. Saturn throws a pie in your face. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? It's testing you. How are you going to how are you going to enter challenges? How are you going to deal with challenges? How are you going to come out of challenges? How are you going to, be the better person in a situation? Have that gratitude in your life. Be in touch with your higher self. Saturn's testing you, and Saturn rewards you, okay? So every challenge you go through that Saturn brings upon, if you can pass his challenges and his tests, you'll be rewarded, all right? Now, the other thing, Mars in your sign, remember I said it's all the way up till October? We have an eclipse in your sign, October 15th. So that, my friends, is another thing to think about. There's going to be this new you by October, okay? Now, you're working toward it, okay? You have the Eight of Pentacles. Very hardworking. He's actually removed himself from the village to be laser focused on everything that, especially work and career. Okay, work and career is a big thing, but then money as well. Okay, it can be also other people's money, other people's resources. It can be investments, working hard, investing towards something. All right. Remember, the eighth house is not only death and rebirth, where Jupiter and Uranus are in your sign. It's also other people's resources and investments and inheritance and bonuses and commissions and paying off debts and all of that. But you're fine. You're working hard, and the universe knows it. Now, you got the death card in your challenge area. When I started off this reading telling you, if you're going to go up here, there's going to be a lot going on in your head, all right? Unroot things so you can move forward. And remember, I talked about the subconscious, facing your fears. You need to do that this week, okay? You need to do that this week, because last week you have death in your future, indicating you're going through this transformation. Now you have it in your challenge area, challenging the Eight of Pentacles coming after the Magician. So this is saying you're going to have to embrace these changes, and you can't be afraid of the changes that you're moving into, okay? You can't be afraid of them. You have to embrace them. One thing I'm going to point out, you can see the king laying on the ground, all right? His crown knocked off. You see that? You see him here? He didn't accept the change. He didn't accept it. He's the only one laying on the ground, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Changes, be ready to embrace the changes that are happening in your life, because they're happening for a reason, and they're actually really good. All right? Look, they're really good. You got the Six of Swords in your crown, indicating you do want to move forward in a big way, okay? Especially up here. Swords are the mental suit, all right? You're good, all right? This is, you see the swords actually in front of the boat. So that's a lot of protection, protecting the ferryman and his family. And that's another thing. The ferryman's with his family. There's a lot of comfort here as well. Now you see they're leaving the troubled, turbulent waters into, look how crystal clear that water of the sea is from this point forward. Okay? There's no undulation in those waves. Smooth sailing. That's what you want, okay? That's what you're thinking about. You just want to leave all that stress behind, any challenges behind, and you can, okay? You can. Just remember, unroot things, all right? You got the Knight of Wands, okay? Knight of Wands came in the root of your spread. You definitely want things. You definitely want things, okay? Keep going. Stay laser focused. You can have it all. This is very fiery, by the way. All right, Knights are fire, Wands are fire, double fire here. All right, Knight of Wands is actually Sagittarius. Blends very well with you, Libra, air sign. This is really great. And so there is a sense of you really going after the things you want, really wanting them now. There's also so do some of y'all work for do y'all travel for work, or there could be something like travel-ly happening this week. Maybe you want to travel leisurely as well, but there is a sense of travel. But the bigger message that's coming through is like traveling through these places in your mind, okay? Places where you do not want to go to, and you may have to this week, okay? To unroot things, okay? To unroot things. It's gonna work in your favor. And again, you want to. Actually, you even see the pyramids here. They really represent, the short version is well, there's a lot of travel elements related with this card, a lot of transformation related with this card, but the pyramids in the background, again, in the shortest sense possible, really is referencing like ascension. Okay, now Page of Pentacles in your future. Something new is coming through. Okay, you're moving into this place where there is going to be a sense of new opportunity, new possibility, new potential with something that you can monetize on. All right, something where it will bring you money. Even I am getting some what's the word? Passive income. Passive income. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe you're opening an Airbnb or something. You do what I mean? Like there's this passive income, like I guess that wouldn't be, well, yeah, it might be, but even still, Page of Pentacles is great, okay? So this is a lot of new pages is bringing that new energy, a lot of newness coming through, okay? Pentacles, money and wealth, all right? Also, they represent your physical realm, so it could even be like relationship, if that's, something that you're focusing on right now. It can be just something that you want, but it's very auspicious, all right? And so, like I said, I will be pulling clarifiers for the full moon reading. And Libra, you got the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Tower. Okay, so something coming through, something new, and then the Three of Pentacles, again, newness, right? Three is all about creation, birth of new things, and then you get the Tower moment. All right, so this is. I don't want you to fear this card. It's saying that there is a sense of, especially if you have not accepted this change, there is going to be something that happens where it's like you're going to have no choice but to embrace change that happens in your life. Tower moment, I don't want you to fear this card. A lot of people fear this card. There's no reason to. The Tower moment happens for you, okay, not to you. So a lot of readers get that confused. And so it is a card where it is like chaotic, destructive, this kind of event that happens in your life you didn't see coming. But the irony is, I'm telling you now, so you will see something coming. But it is can be seen unfavorably at the time. However, it's fated and it's meant for you, okay? And so it's like those moments, like, for instance, like if you, for instance, were looking for a new job, right? And you sent out and you had like 7 interviews with a job role, and it was like you really wanted the job, and in the end you didn't get the job, or they didn't match the salary that you wanted. and you took a baseball bat and you broke everything in your apartment because you were so mad. Well, the reason why is because 2 weeks later, a recruiter reaches out to you and offers you a job that pays more, gives you better benefits, lets you work from home if that's what you want. Like, do you see what I mean? That's a tower moment, okay? You never would have even looked at that opportunity if you had taken the other job, which the universe was saying, no, actually, this is the way that, right? So keep that in mind. You will have a tower moment, and it could be that has to do with something that you want to do, something new where you're working with other people. But again, the bigger message is there is going to be changes happening in your life, and you have to go with it. All right. And then I'll do just one more clarifier for the tower. Yeah. So for a lot of y'all, and so I did say this full moon is really confusing. The full moon in Pisces is really confusing. It is in your 6th house of everyday activities. So there could be something that you want to start and something that you do get started. You're working with other people. But then there's something that happens within that area where, let's say you did get a new job, okay? And everything was peachy and dandy and everything was great. And the only reason you signed up for that job is because you knew that boss that you were going to work for was going to be amazing and you were going to learn a lot and whatnot. And then you get the job and then you're there and then the boss leaves. And then you're just like, what? So that's another, so tower moments happen in very different ways, okay? I don't want you to be afraid of them. And so look what you got after it. You got another page. You're going to be fine either way. Pages, again, that newness, and this is page 1, so this is about your passions. And also, again, if you're here for work, career, enterprise work, I mean, there is again that potential possibility, that new opportunity with the pages and even messages coming through. So pay attention, be very aware and awake this week. Now let's get to your stuff. Libra, if you like this reading, it'd be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what's going on. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I would not be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's. Yeah, you're fine. You're gonna be. I'm gonna tell you one thing too. The tower moment really is on a scale. For some Libras, it'll be like a 1 or a 2. Again, how do you handle challenges? How do you come out of them? Is your gratitude high? Are you in touch with your higher self? Are you trusting your intuition? All right. If you're trusting your intuition, fear doesn't even exist, right? So it's going to be on a scale. It's how you handle the situation. For some Libras, it'll be like a 1 or 2. You're going to be like, that was it? Like, whatever. For others, it may be like a 7 or 8. And that's why you really have to go within and take charge. But even still, you're going to be fine. As long as you stay true to yourself, you're authentic to yourself, you're not lying to yourself, you are really on this path to enlightenment, you see the path clearly, and you are, again, tapped into your intuitive side, you'll be fine. You did get the 7 of Swords. So, let me make it clear one more time. Do not hide. Confront anything you need to. Any fears, any doubts, any self-doubt, ask yourself why. Why am I being crippled by this fear? Why is this haunting me in a way? Once you have the answers, you can work on solutions. That's what this full moon in Pisces is for. It's bringing closure to that so you can move forward into what I'm going to tell you right now is one of the most auspicious periods of your life. Okay? Well, of the month. I don't know about your life, but of the month. You hear that? Siren? That's telling you to pay attention. Okay? That's telling you to pay attention right now. All right? Don't hide from anything, all right? Confront everything that you need to. Even if it's not you, if there's someone that you know that's doing something very behind your back, Machiavellian, just like in your blind spot, confront that person, okay? Confront that person. Now, you got the King of Pentacles, you're fine. External factors area, you're fine. The richest king, come on, come on. You're fine. You're good. Remember that I said Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus right now. The King of Pentacles is Taurus. You see the bulls in his throne. That is your 8th house. Not only death and rebirth, but money. Other people's money, inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions. You're fine. But really, 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 like I just kind of like looking at your spread, I'm just like, wow. You really have to just embrace these changes that are happening. There could be also someone that really has that energy of the King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus too, sure. But someone who has that energy of the King of Pentacles and really just makes things happen for you now. Okay? This is someone throwing you like, for some, maybe like a lifeline, but for some others, it'll just be like, you know, letting you steer the ship. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is really good. He is the richest king. He's a protector. He's a provider. Very pragmatic. He's cool. He's cool. Now, you got Justice, which is very interesting because Justice has pretty much come up in everybody's readings. Not surprised with Mars going into Libra this week. As you know, Justice is ruled by Libra, so you pulled your own card. You are seeking justice for a lot of things in your life, okay? A lot of y'all are have been asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? And hey, you go within, the answers are right there, okay? The answers are right there. Second thing I said is that relationships is going to be a big thing for y'all now, okay? Justice, Libra, you are the native ruler of the 7th house of relationships and partnerships, okay? So there's going to be some sort of sense of justice that you want with relationships and partnerships, but for a lot of y'all, it really is just bringing that. Sorry, Libra, I am having the most Mercury retrograde day. Camera shut off, and I'm back. What I was saying was just being really in your element right now. A lot of karmic energy attached to the Justice card. So a lot of y'all may be working on your karmic energy right now as well. And that's just something to consider. Remember, Saturn is at play here. So we really want to, be on the better side of things. And then lastly, you got the Fool. All right. Like I said earlier, you're about to start. This isn't your final outcome. You're about to start a brand new journey. It is clear as day with the Fool here. All right, we're starting the Fool's journey, the hero's journey, your journey right here. All right. You see the full abundance of the sun. You're good. You see him standing on the edge of the cliff, no clear in the world. He is not even looking down. That's how much faith he has in himself, how much confidence he has in himself. That's how much faith and confidence he has in the universe, okay? Long hair, no care. Like, this is taking that leap of faith. This is confidence, okay? Taking risks brings confidence, and vice versa. Confidence is taking risks. But there's so much opportunity, optimism, innocence that comes with this card. It's almost like you're starting on a clear slate, okay? And that's why the Tower showed up here in your future. If you're not embracing this change, if you're not, doing things to, evolve and be in touch with your higher self, that's when the Tower comes through and says, ah, bleh. All right? And so you got the Fool in your final outcome. Work with it. Let it work with you as well. You're about to embark on this brand new journey. And again, the fact that you got not only 2 pages in your future, but we started off with a Magician and you have the Fool in your final outcome. Come on. Come on. You know this is big. All right? You know this is big. All right? So, 2 clarifiers here. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. You're definitely going to be in your head a lot. Remember what I said. That's what the biggest, it's what I started off the reading by saying that you may be in your head a lot. If you're going to be in your head, I want you to unroot things. Now, you just got the moon. It is telling you to trust your intuition, which is something that I've been saying that's going to be a big thing for you this week. Trust your intuition, okay? That's where all your answers are. That's going to make all the difference, all right? Now, the moon. Pisces is attributed to the moon in tarot. So again, this is a big thing. A lot of activity where you could be confronting some, low energy frequencies, things that like mostly about your future, but it's really trusting your intuition to know, to find not only that balance, but to be able to move into your future without like confidently, not even strut into your future. All right. Strut down your path to enlightenment. So keep that in mind. Remember, this is all happening in your sixth house of everyday activities, routines, even health matters, even pets are even a thing in the sixth house, but work and labor. And then speaking of which, you do that, you trust your intuition, you pass these towers, you get back to the sea, you'll be golden. You have the 9 of Pentacles, and this is absolutely amazing. So much like financial freedom with this card, independence with this card, a lot of abundance. You see her harvest. She's rich. The other thing that I want to point out is that you see that the symbol of Venus is all over her gown. Okay? All over her gown. Venus, love, money, sex, everything that you think that Venus represents. But the fact that Venus is in Leo right now in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes, you're good. And it's, what it is? It's the fact that what makes this card really special is the fact that she earned it. Nothing was handed to her. She earned her spot here. She worked her way up here. Okay? So, Libra, you have a very big week. Huge week. I'm not going to lie. But a lot of unrooting things, okay, that may be holding you back. Just be ready to embrace change, okay? Be ready to embrace change. You have the King of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Pentacles. You have the Fool, Justice, Magician. Face all your truths and your realities, okay? Be ready to embrace this change. But in the heart of it all, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm not even worried about this because we're going from the 8 of Pentacles. Remember, in the heart of your spread, you working hard toward the things that you want, toward your legacy. And what comes after the 8 of Pentacles? The 9 of Pentacles, you earning your spot here. Libra, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Next week, y'all, September, okay? I do your monthly September reading. It is going to be very different. Very, very, very different from August. Wait a minute. Yeah, and then we go into your birthday season. Libra, we're about to go into your birthday season. Okay, that also explains a lot here too, because there's, we have those moments, we're in our heads during birthday season. When we know our birthday's coming up, we ask big questions. But anyway, I'm not going to stop rambling. Libra, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.